YouTube? Phil and Florence here. Today I'm going to be doing some baby back ribs, and I'm trying out my offset smoker for the first time for a whole cook since I replaced the exhaust pipe on it. I went from a 3-inch pipe to a 6-inch pipe, and personally I just felt like I needed larger pipe to move the smoke out and bring in more capacity of airflow, maintain my heat, and use less wood, maintain a higher temperature much easier. So today I'm going to baby back ribs that I got from Sam's. You see here, I'll be taking the membrane off the back. You've seen plenty of videos out on the web showing how to do that, and I'll be using a rub that I put together myself. It's, I think, the Monkey See rib rub that I got off the internet, and it's basically the same as most rubs. I think most all rubs you find on the web's got about 80% of the same ingredients, and just a couple of different things right there at the end. Then I'm going to use a sauce I'm putting together. It's called Rad Rum rib sauce, and so I'm bringing it up to a heat now, trying to thicken it up and reduce it. So we'll see how that goes on. I saw it on the internet and it looked real good, so I thought I'd try that. Here's my all set, and you can see the new pipe I've got on. So I'm looking forward to a full cook. I've used it once on a partial cook, but today I'll be using it on a full cook to see how it does, how it performs, and I'm looking forward to it. Also, I'll be for the first time using my new wireless thermometer set. It's smoked by Thermoworks. I'm sure most of you have heard of this by now. It's got 2 probes, and they say it's a good set of thermometers for remote viewing and keeping up with your temps, your grill temp and your meat temp. Okay, it's time to put my ribs on. Thermoworks reading 306. I actually had 2 logs on there, and I had to take one off because it just got too hot. I never had that problem before since I got this new 6-inch pipe, exhaust pipe. I'm just doing a lot better on the being able to get the temp up fast and hold it. So I'm pleased with that. Okay, I'm working one-handed, so just bear with me. Okay, I got them on. I'm going to show you how fast this thing picks back up. Just all the way down to 119. And I'm going to close the door. Just going to open the damper back up. You'll see how fast. I'm going to set this one to about halfway. And it'll bounce back up there pretty quick. You can see it. It'll be right back up there in about a minute. You see, it's just been a minute and we're back up to 215. You know how it works. You don't need but 1 piece of wood. With this big pipe, you don't need but 1 piece of wood in this firebox at the time, and you can maintain your heat, and you can cook like that all day. I have already found that out. Just back up to 255, and we'll see what it goes to before I damper it down anymore. Okay, it hadn't been but just a couple of minutes from the last time I said something. I had paused the video, and it's up to 272, and I really want it to stay there, and it's still not smoking. It's still clean exhaust. That's what we want. It's still climbing. You see 1 piece of wood? You see what I have in here? 1 piece of wood, and I've got it dampered down, and it's burning good. So, you know, I can deal with 275. Alright, we'll check on these ribs in about an hour. I've used 3 of those little quarter pieces of 12-inch post oak, and holding temperature. About it varies from 270 to 250, 55. We're getting ready to open up and spritz again. This is actually the second time. The camera was on charger the first time. It's looking pretty good. Smoke by Thermoworks. It's working good. I'm not using the top probe. Really need it on the ribs. But here's the little other part of the get it in the sun where you can actually see it. Hangs around your neck on a lanyard if you want to use that. Put it in your pocket. I need to close this damper back. I just put another piece of wood on about 5 minutes ago, so I've been running it right about there. And that top one, like I showed, to maintain about 250 to 260 to 270. Anywhere it ranges from 255 to 270, somewhere along there. Coming up on the 2-hour mark in the cook. Maybe it is 2 hours. But I'll be wrapping shortly, actually. Been cutting grass, been kind of away from it, but we'll check back in a little bit. All right, we're gonna wrap these ribs. I'm working by myself with one hand. So, okay. Well, the sunlight and the shade and all was playing a part in this. I'll put a little more rub in there. Put some of this parquet blue margarine. Put a little brown sugar. This is supposed to be the championship recipe. Honey. Then I turn it over and do it all over again. One more time. Rub. Parquet. Honey. Malcolm said the honey's for the money. So I'm not into all of that, but people who are in competition claim this is the way to get taste, flavor, and all of that. We'll wrap that up. Alright, I got them wrapped. Had to put the camera down. You're working by yourself. You don't have a tripod and camera, it's kind of tough. There they are. We'll let them stay on there about an hour and take them off and unwrap them and sauce them down. Put them back on there for 15 minutes aside. Well, we've got them unwrapped, and I'm putting on some sauce I found on the internet, Rad Rum rib sauce. You can see the bone pulling away on those for sure. Boy, I tried to use the rubber gloves, and they are so slick. If you've used them, you know what I'm talking about. I need one of those big basters that really put it on there. You don't have to make about 2, 3 passes and you're done. You keep picking up stuff in this business. It's pretty sauce. Alright, let's get the next one. Alright, whew, that was a job by yourself. I got them basted with the sauce, Rad Rum sauce, Rad Rum ribs. That's some good sauce. It really has a sweetness and spiciness to it. You can see, pretty sauce. Okay, we're gonna close it back down and let that sauce caramelize. And gotta get the temps back up, and we'll see what they look like. Okay, I took the ribs up. I just took one rack up. The other 2 racks are still on. They turned out good. I'll say right up front, I may have cooked them, I let them get a little too hot because they're falling apart. I doubt I'll be able to give you a good show, and I know they're going to be delicious, and this sauce is delicious. Rad Rum sauce. The smoker did good. I'm just going to have to, I'm still in a learning process on, you know, how to adjust the temperature and how to keep it down. I don't have any trouble getting the temperature up because it'll run up there real quick like with the big pipe that I put on my offset. And that's what I wanted to do. And the next thing I want to find out is how they taste. So I'm going to taste one. I'm going to tell you what you tell me all the time. I wish you were here, but it sure is good. And guess what? It is not over smoked. It is perfect. Has a little smoke, but that's just how I like it. And that's what I was looking for. With the small pipe, I felt like I was not able to move the smoke out, but with this larger 6-inch pipe, it gets the smoke out, the capacity to have the airflow, and to build the heat up. I just got to learn how to regulate it a little better, but this rib is just what I wanted. So, until next time, Phil in Florence.